we just put an offer on a house. We fell in love with the house. She came up with, it was really nice because it had been just completely renovated. I have bad news. Please ignore how disheveled I look right now, but we just put an offer on a house. And I'm very nervous. I'm so happy, but I'm very nervous at the same time. They should answer this weekend, so we should not wait for too long, but I'm so excited. But it's quite crazy. Like, who am I? Like, I'm a grown-up. I feel like I'm officially a grown-up for some reason. Oh my god. I hope you cannot hear my laptop right now because it sounds like it's an airplane taking off, basically. So if you can, I'm really sorry. It's Saturday. I've just been editing for a little bit. I haven't been feeling too good today. I'm gonna tell you why in a second. Didn't sleep that well, and then this morning I felt really tired, and my boyfriend was meeting some friends this afternoon, and I just decided to stay in. I took a little nap, and I wanted to finish my video today so that I could have a full day tomorrow off, which hasn't happened in a long time. So I'm just here with my herbal tea, and I just wanted to update you on what I talked about yesterday, which was putting an offer on a house. First of all, who even am I? I still feel like this is so crazy, but we've been looking for a few months. The prices around here are a bit crazy, so we of course have a budget and everything. This one was in our price range. We had visited one previously. It was really nice because it had been just completely renovated. It used to be an old barn or something like that, like an old building, and they had been doing so much to it to improve it. So on that regard, amazing. Didn't like the fact that on the ground floor only one side had windows, and there were only two windows that were facing kind of well, the street first of all, but also kind of a walk path, and didn't like that. Then on the top floor, I just felt like there were 3 bedrooms. Well, one downstairs and 2 upstairs. The sizes were not great, but the bedrooms on the top floor, it was really weird. Like, the walls were not completely straight. There were a ton of angles and stuff like that, and it would have been so weird to furnish. And first of all, didn't really feel great there, so I was like, I'm just not going to think about it or anything. We're just gonna move past this house. It's not the one. We had booked a viewing for another house the weekend before, so a few days before visiting the first house. We hadn't really thought about it much because when we asked to visit it, the person told us that they had had so many visits already, and that they could not confirm that we would actually be able to visit it if they had had an offer before, because how they were doing it is that they were not using a real estate agency, they were just doing it themselves. And so they had a few, I think it's like 5 or 6 viewings on that Sunday, and they were like, we're just letting some people be able to make a decision, and so we'll see if next Saturday it's still available. So we hadn't really thought about it, and then on Friday we were like, oh, we are supposed to have a viewing tomorrow. Are we still on about that? So we wrote to the guy, and he was like, yeah, for sure. So we went there, not really thinking much about it because we had been thinking about building. I know. And so we were like, yeah, we'll see. We didn't really go there with a very optimistic or even interested attitude, to be honest. And then we just went there and we fell in love with the house. It's so weird because it was not the kind of house I would see myself in. It was more in a suburban area, kind of like the houses all kind of look similar, kind of close together. I grew up in a big house that my dad built, and there's a lot of room. The houses are not close together, well, that close together and everything. So yeah, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be weird, but we're living in an apartment, so I know. And actually we loved it. We would have liked 3 bedrooms. Well, we would like 3 bedrooms, and there were only 2, but there was a possibility of building a 3rd one, and we were thinking that we would wait to do that just because we don't really need a 3rd bedroom right now. We have 2 bedrooms in this apartment, and that's just fine. We got really good vibes with it was 2 brothers. With the first brother, really great vibes, and we're like, okay, if we're interested, we're just going to come back and do a 2nd viewing. And I wanted my dad to be there just so that he could tell us kind of the costs of kind of renovations, but also building a 3rd bedroom. The week after that, actually, we kind of thought about building a house, and so my boyfriend booked an appointment with a contractor just so that we could see how much it would be, knowing it's super complicated, and it was kind of stressful for both of us not knowing exactly how much it would cost in the end. And so we waited for that appointment, which was on Thursday, and then my boyfriend wrote to me after that, and it was like, yeah, it's super expensive, I don't think we're going to be able to do that, so shall I ask the guy if he's available? And he texted him. We were talking, and then I picked up my phone and I was like, literally still on my phone, it was written like he had called now. Like I just had missed the call. Gave my phone to my boyfriend, and it was like, okay, so I received an offer, but I have to give my answer back in a few days, but you can have a 2nd visit tomorrow if you want to. And so it was on a Friday, so my dad could not come, which was okay. And then we went, and we still loved the house so much, and we had prepared paperwork to put an offer on it. They seemed to really like that and like us as well, so it kind of sounded like it was good. So when I filmed that clip, we were waiting. We did not know for sure it was going to happen, but I was so stressed, and literally for the past few days my anxiety has been, I would say even a week, my anxiety has been awful. But from the moment on Thursday when we knew we would have that 2nd viewing, my anxiety was through the roof. I really did not sleep well from Thursday to Friday, awful night. And then I was really anxious yesterday for sure. And then I loved the house, and after that I felt better. I didn't feel that much anxiety after putting on the offer. We were very excited. We had thought about the renovations already a bit too much, I think. And then my boyfriend called me, and it was like, I have bad news. Because he's not going through a real estate agency, he cannot choose the person they're selling the house to. They have to pick the first person that has put an offer because it was the asking price. We were gutted. We were so disappointed. I feel like I'm mourning the house, which is so weird. I think it's because we were picturing ourselves living in it, and there were a lot of few pieces that we really loved. I feel like, you know, like now it's not happening. They already told the first person that they were going with them. I'm incredibly sad because it was really great, close to work, good location, the house was great. Well, I'm not gonna go into details because I'm very sad still. So that's my little story of starting to look for a house. We are still looking, of course, but yeah, it's really difficult. For the rest of the day, I'm going to finish my video, I think, and we are having dinner with Lori tonight, which I'm very excited about. Her boyfriend is out of town, and she's been feeling a bit down, and we haven't seen each other for a month and a half or something, like a very long time. I think 6 weeks. Like tomorrow, I'm just gonna chill and read. I wanted to tell you which book I was reading because I wanted to tell you last time and I didn't. Okay. If you've watched my books I love and recommend, I can't remember the title of it. It was like mysteries and thrillers. You will know that one of my favorite authors is Lisa Jewell. She came up with a book. When was that? I think it's 2021. And I asked for it for Christmas, and my mom kindly got it for me because she knows that she will read this. Of course, really like it. I really don't have as much time to read as I used to. Also because I'm very tired in the evening, and whenever I read, it chills me down so much that I want to sleep even more. What I love about Lisa Jewell's books is that there's always a back and forth between 2 characters and kind of flashbacks in time, and I really like that. I feel like that's what makes the reading even more compelling. Like you have to know what happens next, and you have another person coming up next, and every single time you just want to keep reading, and I love that. So my goal is for tomorrow to be sat outside reading this for at least half of the day.